Hey everyone, Treasurer and Mayor Aaron here for our year one celebration. Hope everybody's doing great. And we got a couple things we're gonna do here. We're gonna wait, probably talk for about 5-10 minutes or so, and then we'll get started with some of the nice
Oh, there it is.
festivities. Flat Clan, how you doing? Nick, how you doing? Gare Bears.
What's up, y'all? I'm going to send out a link and try to get some people in her. And we'll be doing the unboxings first because I am freaking stoked. I'm stoked. So I will show you what I have in 1 second. But yeah, today we're going to celebrate our 1 year anniversary. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So, Treasure, how was your day, buddy?
Oh, it was pretty good. Women figure collector says you got treasure. Was there ever any doubt that I was going to be here for this? This is a momentous occasion.
I wrangled the treasurer.
We got a couple other cool guests going to be stopping by this evening. Yeah, so we're looking forward to it. Like Mary Aaron said, he's going to start doing some of the unboxings here in the beginning, and I'll make sure I blow up his camera while he's doing it and whatnot. So.
Oh yeah, we will be ready.
Oh, we got somebody
excited.
here from Brazil.
Oh boy, what's going on? I dated a girl from Brazil.
Yeah.
I always talk about it.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool.
Oh yeah. That's right, man. This was a wild ride, Gare Bear says. This first year is crazy. I want to say props to you, Mary Aaron, with your 1,000 subscribers in a year, man. That's crazy.
Well, thanks. That means a lot. And honestly, like, it's one of those things that, I did it for fun. It made a big difference over quarantine, helped me get through some things and better myself. And it's just crazy that people, kind of jumped in head first, so it's pretty fun. I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, we're just trying to get the word out that this is starting on some of the card collecting groups. That way people can get some insight there from Mary Aaron, and we'll go ahead and get started.
All right. I'd let some groups know. We got 16 in here. You want me to start going here?
Sure, man. Go ahead and start busting open.
All right. So here's what we got, y'all. Anyone that knows me knows that I collect cards now. It's been years since I came across women's division boxes and whatnot at Walmart. And with this year's card uncertainty and the hype, I got these in October. I ordered them all the way back in October off Steel City Collectibles. Go check them out for $60 each. Great deal because now each box is $120. So this is $240 value right here. But the reason why it's $60 each is because if you look closely, there's one autograph guaranteed and one relic card guaranteed in each. So I'm freaking out. I've been a nervous wreck all day. I love cards. I literally used to buy boxes and boxes of Topps Finest and Topps Chrome, hoping to get women's cards. And this has guaranteed, I'm not going to say I don't care who it is, but you know how I respect all the women in their own way. So let's get going. I'm going to angle the camera down here. Okay. Oh boy. Are you ready, Tresh?
The suspense is killing me. I'm just putting money on how often you almost cut yourself with whatever sharp blade you're using.
I could probably go up a little bit. Okay, so I am nervous. You go and check out the comments. All right, so it's one big bag of 61 cards. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. So you don't have to open up all the individuals. That's nice.
Exactly. So here we go. We have a Topps Alexa Bliss. I'm not going to name them all. I'm just going to set them down as I get them. Can you all see them okay?
I was going to say, do you want me to blow up your screen?
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah.
We got a Shayna here, Seth and Becky, and I'm flipping them around as I set them down to kind of see. Mandy Rose, I'm looking for an auto. I'm freaking out. I'm
Your hands
freaking
look like they're
out.
shaking a little bit.
They are. Like, this to me is, I mean, and I'll go through these cards like in detail sometime, but I just have to blow through it. Okay, I feel something thick coming up, y'all. I feel something thick. So I'm waiting to see if I get, obviously, any relic cards, anything like that. You know, I'll stop and take time for it. But I'm just kind of setting them down. Don't want to really spoil the set for y'all. Okay. So far, nothing. That'll be my luck, is I probably won't get an auto.
You get the one box without an autograph.
That's how, yeah. Seth and Becky. Candace. So a lot of these women's division cards are, you know, scenes or scenarios or different times that things happen. So obviously we are just really shooting for the relics and the autos and any numbered cards. I love numbered cards. So
And these are all strictly women's cards, right? That's what this hobby box
this
was.
is all women. So this is 2 guaranteed women's autographs. Unless I don't get that women's autograph. Because I don't feel any thick cards in here. Okay, I just saw my auto. Are y'all ready to see? Oh, rookie card auto. Nice. My friends.
Oh,
Rhea Ripley, y'all.
beautiful.
Rhea freaking Ripley rookie card auto. Is it a numbered one? It is not. Oh, it is. Wow.
What's
100
the number?
out of 199.
Nice.
And then the next
100. Wow.
The next one is a Mercedes Martinez, 33 out of 75.
Wow.
Relic. Matt Relic.
That's
Whoa.
awesome.
So I'm just going to put these ones here at the top. Now, there's a chance of getting some other numbered ones along in this box, but more than likely we won't. It'll end up being. So, wow.
Yeah,
I got Rhea Ripley, the Raw Women's Champion, and a beautiful, beautiful autograph.
Too bad she's about to lose the championship.
Yeah. I think we both predicted that. Okay, we got a China. I'm just looking for numbered ones. I'm flying through this, I know. These are cool little double cards here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool little cards of kind of their transformation. Oh, we got Mela. That's a cool card. I love Mela. I love Mela. So we got Liv Morgan, Treasurer's favorite.
Oh, yeah.
We have China Breaking Barriers card. Okay, that's cool. Very cool. And I'm definitely going to look through these later in detail. But yes, so we have a Rhea Ripley auto. Wow.
Yeah,
and we
that's
still have
awesome.
another. So the first thing I'm going to do is put it in a sleeve here. So a 1 at a 199 auto. Rhea Ripley. Wow, wowie, whoa.
John says the Iconics by Rhea is numbered.
The what?
John said the Iconics. Here, I'll pull it up here.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, good catch, John.
It's at a 52.
Nice.
John Swallow, our special guest tonight, coming in clutch, dude. Coming in clutch. I wouldn't have noticed. I've been so shaky. So we got an out of 50, an out of 75 Mercedes Martinez. So yeah, we're doing pretty good so far, y'all. I wonder if I had any others that were numbered. Jeez, how about that? How about Dingleberry? So I got the Iconics, a numbered one. That makes it worth all the money. You know what I mean? Just having those three. But guess what? We got another box, baby. So I'm going to leave these here. We'll put Mercedes over that because I'm not a huge fan of Mercedes. But these two, oh my gosh. Okay, so we have another box. Rhea Ripley auto. And I have it a numbered at a 99 Rhea Ripley. So my Rhea Ripley card collection is pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a sweet card.
Yeah, that makes it.
Now,
I'm pumped.
is both boxes guaranteed an auto, or was that like your only
Both
auto?
are guaranteed an auto, and both are guaranteed a relic.
That's awesome.
All right, I feel some thickness in this pack here, guys. Okay, I already peeked. Okay. So let's move this maybe up there, right? Is that okay like that?
You should have got your little your easels out.
Oh yeah, but the angle of it, mate. No,
Yeah.
that's a good point. I have the easels somewhere.
It's all right. Just go ahead.
Okay, so we got that. We have that. I did actually see what the relic was in this pack, and I'm pretty freaking stoked. But it looks like there might be a couple thick cards in here. I'm cheating. Okay. So we have that. I mean, to be honest, these are cool cards. And something I like to do is I just like to sit and look at them and read them and stuff. That's what I did all New Year's Eve is I went through my cards, organized them a little bit, and kind of did that. And I'm going to do the same thing with this, just not while I'm on camera because I'm just trying to get to the exciting stuff for y'all. So, and I'm also flying through these normal cards because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that plans on getting this. So, Rhea Ripley. Wow,
that's awesome.
Wow. Okay, so I'll probably. Oh my God. Okay.
You got to stop peeking ahead, man.
You're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. I'm going to hurry up and I'm looking for numbered cards. Numbered cards are awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have. Oof, okay. So I don't think I've skipped any numbered ones so far, but knowing me, I mean, John caught me slipping on the first. So, all right, so let's move this pile to the side because it's like falling over. So the autos I really would want, I mean, obviously I love all these women, but a Lacey Evans would be a blast, and that's not what I pulled. So don't think I'm getting a Lacey. I got a numbered Sasha.
Nice.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready? Oh,
nice.
my God.
That's awesome,
baby.
man.
That's awesome. 150. Look at that card. If that doesn't say Lumberjillville, I don't know what freaking does.
Yeah, dude. What number is it then?
It's 67, almost 69, at a 150.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Oh, my. I'm getting a freaking easel. Watch out. Watch out. I'm getting an easel. Where are the easels?
You're gonna end up knocking over your whole collection while you're doing
let's just not. But oh my gosh, this Liv is beautiful.
Yeah, that's sweet, man.
Wow. And that Sasha's numbered too. Like,
heck
don't sneak past that because I love me some numbered. Wow. Liv and Ripley. Oh my gosh. Especially that Liv just pops out. Lumberjillville Faux Life. And a numbered Sasha card at a 99. So that's pretty freaking awesome. So let's move Liv front and center here. Wow. I am shook. And we still have more. Okay. And here's the Relic card, everybody. We got Toni Storm, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. And that is, oh my God, that's out of 5.
Oh, wow.
3 out of 5 Toni Storm, everybody.
Beautiful.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you know this, Tresh, but like out of 5 autos, and usually out of 5 things are super, super, obviously limited.
Mm-hmm.
but I got a 3 out of 5 Tony Storm matte relic. Let's read the back of it and see what it says. It says Royal Rumble 2020 Tony Storm event matte used relic. 3 of 5.
Awesome.
Look at that.
That is awesome.
Holy guaca frickin' moly, y'all. And I'm still going. I'm still going with the cards. Although I'm like so content, like I'm just
I mean, I think you
over.
definitely wanted this.
I made out tonight. And it's funny because whenever I buy the card boxes, I buy so many with so little return.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Holy crap. Okay, so we're still going here. We're still going. Anything good in the comment section there, peeps?
Just a lot of people reacting to your Tony Storm. A lot of people are happy about that. Severe says that's his favorite gear on her, the ring gear that she's wearing.
Yeah, that's sick gear. Okay. Okay, let's see here. We got that. We got that. We have that. We have that. Oh, this Sasha's cool. I wish that was numbered, but this Sasha transformation card.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And the Charlotte one. And the Becky. That Becky one's real neat. Super. Breaking barriers. All the rest of these cards. Let me just check and see if they're numbered. Wow, dude. I am freaking stoked.
That's fantastic.
So anyone tuning in, I'm going to go through them here. But, it's completely random. You could get anyone. And so I got this Sasha numbered out of 73 out of 99. And I have a little Sasha collection, so this will go on my Sasha shelf. I'm shaking. There we go. And then I got this Mercedes Martinez Relic, and this is from the Royal Rumble 2020. It's 33 out of 75. And then I got this Iconics, which is bittersweet to have that, a numbered Iconics card, and that's 14 out of 50. So that's a pretty low number. Out of 50.
Well, that's pretty rare considering they're not even around anymore, right? So
yeah. And then this Tony Storm matte used relic is freaking 3 out of 5. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's legit. I'm pumped. And then we have Rhea Ripley autographed 100 out of 199. And this freaking Liv Morgan is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And this is 67 out of 150. So awesome. Holy freaking moly. That is awesome. Now, if I was being a snob about this, I would say like, oh, well, if I had to choose, I wish I got a Lacey but let's be honest here. Like, Rhea's a huge star. I'm a fan of Rhea, like I'm a supporter of Rhea. I think she's great. And Liv Morgan's just awesome. I mean, this is the one I'm super thrilled about, but yeah. So let's get back to the program here while I put these in top loaders real quick.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're going to do before we bring our guest on, we're not going to do them all right away. We're going to kind of pepper them in throughout the evening. But Mayor Aaron took some time this week and put together his top 5 favorite intro clips for his reviews. So what we're going to do is we thought would be fun is to kind of do a little watch along for his top 5. We'll obviously start with number 5 and go all the way up to number 1 and watch Mayor Aaron make a fool of himself in front of the camera. So,
and I tried to choose some that I have stories about, that I have significance behind them, especially number 2 and number 1. I have some pretty cool things to share about it.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and play number 5 here, and we'll talk a little bit, during and after, and then we'll bring on our first guest.
Sounds good.
So here we go. Let's get this on.
Hey y'all, welcome to Lumberjillville. Women's wrestling lives here. Now today I feel like my voice got deeper since this, you know what I mean? That's a true work of art, I can tell. So Now, before we get to that,
Just
so y'all know, this intro.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're
so good. For this intro, I kind of spliced it together because this was actually before I came up with the plan. I remember I was playing video games with the treasure, and I was like, dude, I think that's the formula that I use. I think I make my interesting, like, funny, cheesy segments at the beginning and then do the review. That way people know what to expect. So this one was kind of peppered throughout, but I have to say, to this day, it only has like 300 views. Like, literally, the Carmelo review I just dropped had like 300 reviews in the first hour. You know what I mean? So that just shows that the older stuff isn't really brought to people's attention, but I took a lot of pride in this, and this was early in my channel. Look at my wall behind me there compared to now. Yeah. And like, yeah, so we'll keep going.
Sure.
This eye patch, it's because I scratched my cornea yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you know what, come here, Alexa? You don't know. Anyway, let's move on with the review. So let's just cut to the chase to the coolest thing about this. Now, figure. If you notice, you don't have to pause it.
I won't.
Dive into those before we go. If you notice when you watch this, every time it shows me, now remember this is after I review the figure, so I do the face scan, it comes back to me. And I tried to add an article of clothing each time. I added the eyeshadow, and then the hat, and then the shirt. And then as you watch it and it cuts to the scenes, you'll notice. Oh, look, I'm a pipe. Holy. And I was so proud of this review because I added a lot of things to it. Like this little cheesy music. This is a toilet paper roll, by the way.
That's pretty cool.
I got a toilet paper roll and thought I was so inventive. Look over there. You can see co-mayor Alexa's house. Wonder what she's up to. This house was never seen again, by the way.
What was this? Did you make that house specifically?
No. The benefits of having a daughter.
The real question is, what are you spying on me for? Or wearing that costume? You know we are like 5 feet apart, right?
Whoa.
Oh, the old ring.
Time out. The old ring that has disappeared because my cat chewed the ropes. B.
Which one, Luke or Leia?
This is Leia. For the day. But I have another custom ring. I don't know if Treasure has seen it. Have you seen the one that I painted up? I'll get it later. It actually works. You got to try this thing out. Here. Catch this, girl.
Nice throw, Tim Couch.
Nobody gets a Tim Couch reference. I should have said Tom Brady. Because it would have held up.
Gotta make a Browns reference.
I did, but I thought back.
I think I just found something. It might lead us to the pirate's booty.
Ooh. Booty? Ugh. See, Alexa, I have a cover for.
So how did you get those things to stick on your face? Was it like glue or tape or something?
It comes with an adhesive. I went to Party City, which is where I spend most of my budget with costumes and my reviews is all from Party City. Co-mayor Alexa, you little. That parrot's just hanging out.
Justin thinks the Tim Couch reference was on point.
Oh, see, you get it. You get it, man. Alexa, and I need to get that booty. Now, the funny thing with the end of this, so I had a scene at the end which doesn't happen much, but my daughter was helping me film. And if you notice the camera angle, like if I would have filmed that today, I would have had the blue sheet take the entire background up. But it kind of looks sloppy, and I'll point out things. But it was early in the channel, and I was kind of testing things out.
I don't think it looks sloppy, man. It's
okay.
It's. I mean, I don't think you really wanted it to look like a AAA movie, did you?
No.
Yeah, I think it looks fine.
That's what I'm talking about. And also, you'll notice I had a legit allergy attack. Whoa. No need to use that kind at this time. That being said,
so why do you have a different goatee this time? I don't know the answer to that.
Because the one that was sticking on me wouldn't stick anymore. Oh, oops. It was an adhesive on it.
Yeah.
And as soon as I removed it, it wouldn't go back on. So I had to draw. Grab on. So this whole time, my daughter's behind the camera, getting the angles. Hey, come on, I'm a father. I sometimes have to improvise, okay? Just grab on and leave that judgment down there. We got some women's fig collectors crying. Oh, come here, Alexa, you made it. Women's fig collector, don't you cry. Hey, the map's over there. Let's haul noogies. Hey, I have an idea. I got that from the Evil Dead. Let's haul noogies.
Like it.
Aaron, it's literally a picture of a piñata. I think it's pretty simple to figure out.
That's just great. Where the frick are we going to find now, this is the longest one that I'm going to show. The next one's kind of long too, but the other ones are pretty quick, so. So there's the clamp in the background there.
But I don't have anything to use.
This was my favorite part that
Just
my daughter and I
pretend
were
it's somewhere you
rolling.
hate.
Is watch the trajectory of this pinata head.
This is the last time. Now it's time to pay the piper.
Watch this. That thing went flying.
That's awesome.
Comer Alexa, this is the key. This is the key I used on the cover that brought you back to life. You have no idea the power of this key. It can literally bring any toy back to life. Oh,
Yeet!
I'm so glad I found this. All right, step aside, sister. This homeboy's out.
Any toy to life. Thanks for stopping by Lumberjillville.
The beginning of plot of Comer Alexa plotting, and that's it. That's my
I
number
mean-
5, and that was my number 5 because I remember that was early in the channel. I was still trying to figure out some type of formula to make it more uniform, but I had a blast doing the different camera angles of the toilet paper, adding the music in there. Like, it's really the first time I did that as much and got the costume, and I had so much fun doing that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that looked like you put a lot of effort into it. You know, it was awesome. So we're gonna wait a little minute. I just sent out the invite to our first guest, so as soon as he jumps on, we'll go ahead and bring him in. Anybody got any favorite memories from the past year? Favorite reviews that Mary Aaron did? And like I
What?
said, throughout the night, we'll do some more of those videos. So, oh my god, put it down.
I
Down.
need to get some more of those easels tomorrow. That's for freaking sure.
Yeah.
I should probably keep them up the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
absolutely.
Yeah, let me get the easels behind me. Let me ease into my easels. Sorry, Chelsea Green, you're getting the boot. Because this is a Chelsea Green that I pulled out of 150. It's kind of cool. But I would buy packs and packs and packs and hope to get women's.
Yeah. So Mary Aaron, do you want to go ahead and introduce our special guest here?
Absolutely. So our special guest is actually last week's episode, not the one that dropped today, but last week's episode of the Chick Foley Show. He was a special guest on there. He had me on the Coming Down the Aisle podcast. He's an awesome dude. He invited me on the podcast. I didn't know what to expect, and he was just so awesome, so much fun, so supportive of me and the channel, and just a great, great person, and someone I could really see being like a really good friend. So I wanted him to be on here tonight, and we kept only a couple guests for tonight. In the future, we want to see how it goes, but I definitely wanted to ask him. So This is John Swallow of the Coming Down the Aisle podcast. If you haven't listened to it, you need to go download it wherever you listen to podcasts because it is awesome. Jay,
Hey, guys.
What's up, man?
What up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
you caught me slipping
Uh,
Iconics card, dude. What a knucklehead I am, huh?
no, man. I watched so many of those breaks, man. I could spot them. You know, you never watched that Seinfeld episode wherever he takes his glasses off and he said he could find raccoons wherever he's at. That's me, all right? I'm Costanza right now. Can't stand ya.
So, yeah, John, like I was saying, I really wanted to have you as a guest. We only kept it to a couple guests because we're pretty new to the StreamYard thing. You got us on this. You got us hooked up on this, and
Whoa.
the
Absolutely.
treasurer
Yeah,
really
man.
looked into it, and you know he's the technical wizard with all this. So I don't know how to do
Yeah.
any of it. I know how to do reviews on my phone. I don't know how to do this.
So I gotta be
But-
honest. I feel like every time my parents ask me to do something like technical, I'm like a wizard, and they think I'm like the greatest. It's the same way with Mary Aaron. Everything I do, it's so simple. It's just, but I do it. So, but thank you for getting us hooked onto this platform. This is
Oh
awesome.
man, yeah, it's cool. Actually, the way I got it was through the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. Just was like, okay, StreamYard, and that was right around the same time when I was kind of starting my podcast and whatnot. And then I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool because I was looking for something because I do watch-alongs that we can where the guest and I can simultaneously watch the match, whatever match we're watching. So we don't have buffer issues or whatever. So that it was just perfect. So yes, I'm glad y'all
Yeah.
to be of some assistance.
Yeah, man. So tell us a little bit about your podcast. I plugged it a little bit at the beginning, but
Yeah,
it's a
man.
great
Y'all are
podcast,
awesome.
man. It's great.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a fan-driven podcast. Of course, I have been a podcast fan going back way from in my opinion, the Podfather is Colt Cabana, the man who kind of started it all. And
Yep.
at the same time, my fandom was just like growing. All right, and I just love podcasts, obviously. So something that I've kind of been a dream of mine. I never really got into it or just figured it out, and then the pandemic hit, and it's like, hey, let me figure this out.
Yeah.
I'm not going out to wrestling shows. I'm not spending my money on concerts or anything. Let me figure this all out. So I did it. So basically it's fan driven, and I this past week I had Ryan from WrestleBotch on, and we watched Giant Gonzalez versus Undertaker.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's a fan driven podcast, kind of dissect what makes people fans. And a lot of times I have non-wrestling fans like my fiance.
Those are fun to listen to too. Yeah.
Yeah. We actually we watched Yokozuna versus Undertaker casket match while eating a charcuterie board.
Nice. That's awesome.
We're very classy over here at the Swallow Family House. But
That's funny.
But it's just basically a fan driven podcast. Do some news and figures. So,
and it's just and also John. This is something the Treasurer does have up on me, and John does too. I was on the Pyramid Wrestling podcast. They have it. Y'all got radio voices. Y'all got podcasting voices.
Yeah.
I don't, dude. I do not. And I understand. Hey, I'm not afraid to admit my faults. And y'all are like, oh, we're podcasters. We got good voices. And I'm all whiny, like, geez Louise, man. But
I have a face for radio, okay? So
Why do you think I wear a mask, man? So.
Phantom of the Opera there. So something I wanted to do. Now I do want to call you J-Bone. I always call you John.
Yeah,
want to call
you
J-Bone, okay?
Everybody calls me J-Bone, so that's my name.
So J-Bone has a really, really cool story that I can't wait for him to share that the Treasurer doesn't even know about.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear this.
He shared it on the Chick Foley show. Great episode, by the way. I heard you
Thank
on
you.
there.
Thank you.
I loved your involvement. It was great. And
Thank
hopefully one day I can be on there. I think it'd be fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll get to that. But the first thing I want to ask you, kind of spot on, just to have to do with this 1 year, it's a celebration, is I wanted to ask, what is your favorite women's wrestling figure in your collection?
Oh, my bad. Sorry, John. I knocked you off for a second.
Yeah, I was like, dang.
I didn't want to hear it. I wanted him out of here.
Oh man, I've got so many. So actually, this podcast has kind of inspired me, like, to start, dedicating a whole shelf of just women's champions and women's champion history. I do have one with WWE champions, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do one with women's champions too.
That's great.
I've got a lot now. I think it's hard to pick, honestly.
I know. No, I get it.
They've got a lot of great ones. I think that Ultimate Charlotte is really hard to beat, honestly.
Yeah.
I was actually just looking at it. I'm actually not in my fig room. I'm actually not in my house this evening to really look at everything. But I just thinking off the top of my head, that Ultimate Charlotte, even that last Sasha is really great too.
Yeah, man, and that's what we're doing a giveaway tonight for.
Yep.
Sasha Banks here.
It's really great. It's really great.
You know what? The one thing I noticed, J-Bone, you're right about that Charlotte. And actually, I made the mistake of ordering one. And my daughter, she likes to get involved. And when she saw that, she's like, mine. And I can't argue that. So now I order two if I know she's going to like it. Like Mela, I got three. But what I noticed about this Sasha is, there's a lot of mixed reviews about the face. But I have to tell you, you know why? And I know this because every time I go to Target or Walmart, I become like, I got these new glasses and my vision's increased. So I'm like Spider-Man vision now. And I'm like looking all close at it, dude. And the scan on her particularly is off more often than it is on. Does that make sense? Like, I look at him and I'm like, oh, that's printed on a little bit off and it looks different on her. Maybe it's because her face is so small. It makes a big difference when it's a little bit off.
I think it's that inkjet though.
That's part of it, dude. You know what I mean? But I could have two next to each other and one looks just like Sasha and one's bugged out a little bit. So she's the one I really notice it on. You know, I had an EO Shirai that I literally had an EO, and then I had another EO that my daughter has now. I made a little swap with her because she doesn't know, but it looked nothing like EO. Right. You know, it was that inkjet thing. I actually like the True FX scan because when it's on, but when it's off, boy, it is scary. Yeah. So Sasha, I noticed when it's a little bit off, it totally takes away. But
I think you have a lot less. A woman's face is a lot more slender, just naturally.
Yeah,
and so you have a lot less room for a lot less room for messing up, and you know, so if you just barely off, you're gonna be off on a woman's figure.
Exactly. I think that's the case.
Man has a nice big jaw. Like you look at that Vader, that last Vader figure. I mean, it's perfect. And no,
J-Bone, don't you? Listen, hold on a sec. Hold that thought.
I was gonna say you just brought up a subject for Mary Aaron there.
I'm not proud. Listen, but here's the thing, J-Bone. Listen, okay? Yeah, that's right. That's everybody. Okay. Well, here's the thing, okay? I don't like the scalp. I do, you know, I have a guy out here that I make trades with. That's how I got my women's collection.
Oh, that's smart.
And you know, but I had 4 to start, right? And I traded one to him. He really needed it. But what happened is, as I came across it, you know, I came across like 3 at a time, 4 at a time. So I wouldn't get them all. I'd get a couple, and I'm like, okay, I can do a giveaway like Wrestling Hero Figs on Instagram, paired with me to do a giveaway for one. But I'll be honest, man, I'm like that person that is from Hickson, Tennessee, which is close to me, that last year during the pandemic bought up all the TP.
Oh, yeah.
Or it might have been hand sanitizer, but they bought it all up, and then they're like, yo, what are you going to do with it all now? And he's like, shit. That's me right now with these Vaders. Like, one's going away with a giveaway, but that, like, I'll get a men's figure every once in a while, but it's a great figure. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I don't mean anything against it, but I'm very selective with the men figures I get. So
when Vader first came out, Mary Aaron tried to make me panic buy into getting into buying like one online because I was never going to find it in store. And he even picked, to his credit, he even picked one up just in case I couldn't find one. But I have one. It's behind
I actually
me over
have
here.
kind of a similar story with my Vader, and because I looked on Pop Finder, I was just like, I'm probably not going to get anything. Let me look on Pop Finder. So my Target's like right by me, so I rushed over to Target, and so I was like, oh. Yes, I got it. And then I looked down. It was kind of a mess, as much as most Targets are, on the shelf. And I looked down. There was another one, and I'm like, holy cow. So I grabbed that one, and I was like, ran to the checkout because I wasn't even thinking like to look at the whole section because I was so And I went to check it out because I knew I had a buddy in the same town that he's in the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast group as well. But he was like, let me call him and see if he wants it. And then as I was calling him, he was on his way. But I was like, let me just go back and look. There was a third one on the peg.
Oh my gosh, dude!
I was like, oh man! So I called another buddy of mine. that needed it, and so I was like, man, this was crazy. So, but yeah, I kind of did the same thing a little bit, you know.
Yeah. We call that the big Vandemic is what's going on right now. The big Vandemic. So the thing with though, like I hate being that person that smuggles, dude. I really do, and I'm so embarrassed. But I have to tell you, you know, I don't make a lot of money, right? So to get my women's collection, your boys sometimes got to barter a little bit. So I have 3 Vaders. Do I feel guilty as frick about it? Yes. Am I ashamed? Yes, I am, because I have no intention of keeping them. But it's for the greater good. One of them's a giveaway, and the other 2,
dirty scalper.
I met Vader when I was 5 years old.
Oh my God!
Really?
Right after a wrestling show, it was actually my first wrestling show, WCW house show. The main event was Sting versus Vader. Had Sting face paint on, was cheering for Sting like crazy, And we left, and then we went to this gas station. I was 5 years old. And it was with me and my dad. And I remember getting down, and I seeing Vader and Harley Race step out of this car and go, "Nope, not today."
Oh my God, I imagine,
I was scared.
dude.
I was scared, because I'd just been cheering against them. Kayfabe, brother.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. I would have been too.
Heck, Vader might even have hit you. Didn't he hit a reporter at one point, or
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
it was, for calling it
Yeah.
fake? So you never know,
From
man.
Kuwait. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So going to you wearing the Sting face paint, the treasurer over here and we can't find any pictures of it, okay? But we've been friends since kindergarten, BFFs, okay?
Mhm.
I've got a necklace that says best, and he has one that says friends, right?
that's-
Are you wearing it,
that's cool.
treasurer?
Yep, totally.
I made that up. We don't.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
He's
totally
like,
wearing
that's cool. Oh. But yeah, I've got the yin and he's got the yang. Show him the tat.
That's right. Yeah.
No, but anyway, we went trick-or-treating when we were in like 6th grade, like the height of our WCW fandom.
Mhm.
It was actually last year.
Yeah, right. But we don't have pictures of it. We have to somewhere, but we
I
can't
met your
find
mom. Like
them.
I've said, I think your parents probably have them. I don't.
But okay, I'll say what I dressed as. And Treasure, you talk about you and your costume because I remember intricate details. So I was Conan. Okay, so I wore sunglasses, a bandana tied around my head backwards, an NWO Wolfpack shirt. Olale, arriba la raza, and I wore a button-up flannel with the top button back and like baggy pants.
Oh yeah, Tequila Sunrise, baby.
Absolutely. I went as Diamond Dallas Page. I did not have long hair at the time, right? We didn't have our afros at that time, right?
No,
yeah, it was still pretty short. But anyhow, I had like some sort of blue vest on. It might even have been a women's vest. I'm not quite sure. But the only wrestling shirt that I even owned was I'm sorry, the only legit wrestling shirt from an event was the Blue Diamond DDP shirt. Yeah. So I had that on, jeans. I put tape around my fingers just like he did, man. That was awesome. I remember I put the tape like on my joints so I could barely even close my fingers the whole day. So it was, I wasn't very smart.
Hey, monkey.
Hey, monkey boy.
Exactly.
So yeah, no picture proof, but that is something we did. But going back to that Vader, it is a cool figure, dude. And I respect the heck out of it. But yeah, it's a lingering issue here.
Yeah, but I as I messaged, or was it message or commented or something? I can't remember somewhere. Oh, I think it was on my posted in Chick-fil-A group. But you were saying about that Carmella. That Carmella, I'm pretty excited to get. So,
yeah, man.
I watched your latest review. I was like, man,
dude,
and it's gonna fall in line. She's a former SmackDown Women's Champion.
And I was pumped like, when you said, "Yeah, I watched the review." I'm like, my man. And by the way, hey, here's something I'm trying. I mentioned it in my review. And I don't want someone to beat me to it, okay? So we're going to keep it low because this isn't being watched or anything, right? Anyway.
No, not at all. It's not live.
Okay, so she's missing her sunglasses, SmackDown Women's title, and the jacket. And I have to tell you, my Carmella pictures I've done really popular. Carmella commented on one of my pictures. Oh, my OMG, okay? OMG, right? Yeah. But anyway, I think those sunglasses from that night, I think they might be big, but I think they'll look awesome. The Michael P.S. Hayes sunglasses will look perfect. Did I get a Michael P.S. Hayes from ringside? Yes. But don't tell anybody because I'm excited to see how it looks. But anyway, that Mella, it's cool, man. I think
Just Dance fan has a question for us. I'll put it up on the screen, and then I'm also going to load up the next of your top 5, and we can watch it together.
Oh,
so here's the question.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
What's your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, I just want to say that I watched the Dark Side of the Ring Nick Gage. So when I saw this Pat go up today, I almost threw up. You know what I mean? I was like, I've seen too much blood and barbed wire today, man.
Speaking of barbed wire, rest in peace to New Jack, man.
Yeah, that's what I meant to start the show.
When did he pass away?
Today.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
58.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah, 58. His wife.
I mean, he lived a hard life. I mean, so
yeah.
But that's horrible.
Yeah, rest in peace, New Jack. I wanted to start the show with that. You know what I mean?
Very, very surprising. But yes, that barbed wire, that's interesting. It's definitely for, I would say, leaning towards adult collectors.
Yeah.
And it's kind of an interesting move by Jazzwares.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like, hey, we got adult collectors out there. They're going to want this kind of product. So,
sure.
And, we saw that something similar with, their name's Boss Fight Studios, Boss Fight
Oh.
Studios had
Oh,
their
Yeah.
hardcore accessory pack. So it's almost like, they saw that and like, hey, bing. But maybe, something that was already planned beforehand. But because I mean, something like that, that's not produced like that, So I dig it,
yeah, man.
I don't know. I don't know if I will purchase it per se because I don't know how it fits in my collection, my particular collection. But hey, I think it's cool. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so if you don't mind, John, we'll play
Yeah.
this
Go ahead.
play this thing and we can comment on it. I don't know how long this one is, but
That's like 4 minutes, dude. I'm sorry. The other
it's
ones
all
are
right. We can still
quicker.
talk over it. It's not like it's gonna, you'll have some funny stuff to say to it. So
So this next one here, I should have cut this out. So this was right around the time Sonya Deville lost to Mandy Rose and was fired, right?
Oh.
And I hadn't reviewed her Elite yet because I had to catch up and review some of the older Elites in my collection. And I was like, crap, I didn't review her Elite. So that's why I did this. Not proud. I didn't know that John was going to be here for this. Okay, I am embarrassed.
No, I
you
love it.
should
It's
be.
great.
No, it's good,
But
man.
this was also around the time that I started watching Cobra Kai with my dad. So I was big into like the training montages, and I was like, let's go, let's do it. Come on.
I don't know what to do.
So
You're definitely the songbird of our generation. So.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I would use to describe him.
Lumberjillville needs you. I need you. The community needs you to review the newest and best women's wrestling figures.
Okay,
And
so
please stop
that
singing.
I love that.
You know
I
what,
don't know
Alexa, you're right.
how you
if
do
I'm
that
not here to
voice or
review these
whatever,
women's
man.
wrestling
I was gonna say, Aaron, you have to
kayfabe,
tell-
no, but,
I gotta do
but,
this for the badass
man, I
women
love
wrestling.
it. I love
You
it.
got to hear this
Exactly.
process that
Now
he
we need
does
to
to
get
get
you
that
up and
voice
get you
on there.
back
It's
into
So-
crazy.
shape.
J-Bone, here's
That
what
this is all
happened.
just
So when I
storyline,
came
and
up
she
with this
probably
channel,
won't leave
I
the
was like
WWE.
watching other YouTube channels, and a lot of them had like side characters and so to speak. This was
This
during COVID, during quarantine. I was like,
you're
I don't
probably right,
have
this is
anybody. I'm
But
out
either
in
way,
Tennessee. I don't know
we
a
can
lot
do
of people out here.
Then get your ass
I was
up.
like,
It's time
I
to
need to
train.
do something. I
Let's
need
do
a
this.
co-host.
Let's
I
get
went
into
to
shape
Walmart
for
and
some
I was
more
like, I'm gonna get a
games.
women's
You're
figure.
training me
She was
for
the
me,
only
Alexa.
figure left.
You
There
asked
was
for it
nothing else
fast.
but that
Get ready to
one
learn
of
from the
those. And I
master.
said, oh my God, she's in like a pantsuit. Doesn't even look like Alexa Bliss. That could be my co-mayor. Like I could do something with it. So then I started thinking with Alexa, I could use the Alexa voice. However, because my Alexa, I couldn't figure it out, I would just type in I'd type in a note with Alexa labeled and say like Mayor Aaron, whatever, and say, hey Siri, read today's note. And I'd hold it up to the microphone and I would have to go back and edit it to kind of make it like. So that's kind of why she has an Alexa voice, even though I use Siri, but she has an Alexa voice.
That's disgusting.
And that was real. That was real. Of course, my mom watched it. She's like, did you really drink the eggs in the video? And I'm like, Mom, I went balls out, girl. Yeah, I drank the eggs. Was I proud of it? No. I felt like I
We
had
must do
fish
this
swimming in
review
my
for
gut all
Sonya,
night.
And for all the future women's wrestling figures that deserve the attention and love you give them. Get up.
So
Get
this
up.
is where the montage kicks in. Where we get the upbeat music and we get going and see you can see everything in the back. I didn't really think this out. This was
No, that's great. That's great.
Lacey Evans represent.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh,
Little buffering. That's
Cue inspirational
well,
montage music.
buffering.
Was it buffering?
So the funny story with this, when I karate chopped this, I went so hard in the paint, I lost the half of the table for like a week and a half. I had no idea where it went.
There you go.
Yeah. I could have used you, man.
Let me tell you something, baby. We're here to talk about these wrestling figures.
The Dusty Rhodes, I recently got that for the treasurer, and I said, I'm not shipping him to you because he's going to it's going to be like Operation Dumbo Drop, that movie. I said, I'm going to have to send him in like a wood crate. That thing's heavy, man.
Yeah. It's girthy.
Now, here we go. It's girthy. Here we go. I really drink these eggs. I didn't get sick or anything, but my stomach was a little fluttered. I had the bubble guppies that night.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
And then I celebrated.
Yeah. Love it.
Oof.
I think you're ready to do.
But I try, that's something that I don't really say, but with my figures, I try to do something related to that wrestler for the intro, whether it is apparent or not. You know what I mean? Like the Riot Squad Liv Morgan intro, which you'll see, I like spray painted and whatever, and that Sonya Deville like fighter type thing. I don't know. So it's fun for me to kind of brainstorm and think. And I'm trying to think if there was a figure that I got that I was like, I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm trying to think if there was. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
But either way,
I love it.
Yeah.
so yeah, the Alexa thing, it's a way to make like a little co-host and make her snarky, and it looks nothing like Alexa Bliss, so it's like her own entity, you know what I mean? So it's been fun. That's one of the funnest things of the channel. So here's what I want to do. I want John to tell us probably the coolest story that I've heard in a while. And I think he mentioned it when I was on Coming Down the Aisle podcast. Go check it out, everybody. But I heard him retell it on the Chick Foley show, and the treasurer hasn't heard this. So tell us what you're responsible for, J-Bone.
So I am responsible for teaching a global icon and a national treasure what, how, what, to, what, hashtag. And that is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yep.
Really?
Oh, goddamn, kid. I got a bad
Goddamn, kid.
Treasure hates when I do it because I'm so bad at it. I sound like I'm Hank Hill
No,
or something.
it does
But
sound
anyway.
all right, but you do have a little bit of a Hank Hill to it. So
Oh, goddamn, kid. Go ahead, J-Bone.
Well, look at you. You stupid little bald head. You stupid little, you little jean shorts. Trying to be like Stone Cold. No, yeah. So this is like I mentioned, my fandom was getting crazy back in 2011. Okay, so I'm just getting back into wrestling. I got a Twitter because of Zack Ryder and AK, or now known as Matt Cardona, right? And I became a big Zack Ryder fan. And there's a famous picture. I'm not sure if you've seen it, Treasure, where he wears the broski headband, and he like tweets it out, right? Well, this was huge, especially like for people, you know, like me who are like kind of, you know, semi underground Zack Ryder fans, and you know, kind of trying to get behind him. So I tweet out, you know, not expecting anything, you know, at Steve Austin BSR, hashtag, are you serious, bro? You got to hashtag that. And, you know, to get it trending or whatever, you know. And he responds back, like, pretty immediately. He goes, "God damn, kid, I don't know what the hell a hashtag is." And yeah, he basically about a week later, I noticed, you know, I was just following him, that he started hashtagging. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So, you know, I was like, a couple of years later down the road, you know, whenever he has his podcast, you know, you're actually open to, you know, sending in questions. And I said, you know, let me just figure this out. Something I'll never meet Steve Austin. So I asked him a question. Hey, I didn't even know if he would respond. You know, kind of explain the situation. And he's like, you know, John, I didn't even know what the hell hashtag was. So, yeah.
that's awesome.
Hot Stone Cold Steve Austin. What a hashtag.
That needs to be on your resume, man. That's awesome.
It is. It's right there. It's right there, bold.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. I love social media. Social media is really fun. You know, especially if you can block out the negativity, because then there was barely any, but now there's all kind of negativity, unfortunately. And that's why I kind of gravitated to Aaron, you know, because of his positive attitude.
Always,
on
baby.
Social
Always staying positive. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, bro.
Unless we start talking about the state of the women's in AEW, and then Mary and
they're doing. Hey, no, we won't get into that. But I'll be honest, J-Bone,
or Nia and Shayna.
I've been that's the Raw and SmackDown is what we need to complain about, because AEW, in my opinion, I was hard on them to start, but I'm really happy with the direction they're going. I am. I actually give them credit.
This is breaking news before I came on. Nia and Shayna are no longer tag team champions.
What? No kidding.
No, Natty and Tamina.
You know what? I saw a comment about that earlier, and I didn't really think anything of it. That's
sorry
crazy.
if I spoiled it, but
no, that's okay, J-Bone, because when we record the pod, I do women's 4 W's, Women's Wrestling Weekly Wrap Up.
Nope,
Okay.
weekly
right.
women's wrestling wrap up.
It's different every time I say it, but it's got 4 W's, right?
Yes.
Well, I cover that, and I promise you, for the last
I
2
know.
to 3 months, it was Nia and Shayna on Raw, Nia and
I
Shayna
know.
on SmackDown. But it's cool because I've gotten to progressively track these things, and I start off with AEW going, "What the frick are they doing?" To, hey, listen, they involved this woman in the match tonight. That's all. Last week was a dud for the women with the blood and guts, but other than that, I'm happy with what they've been doing and getting some exposure to their women, and I'm very optimistic with that women's division and what they're doing with them. Honestly.
Yeah, this past week I kind of went on a little tirade about the women's, just all women's wrestling. Actually, kind of had a thought in my mind, you know, because the only thing that really, and this is where I kind of came into play after watching Blood and Guts, because you started seeing all these factions in AEW. It's not AEW, WWE. This is everybody related, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you see a legitimate storyline is when the belt is on the line. I want to see some women's factions. I want to see some more tag teams, you know. NXT is doing a good job with the tag teams.
Oh, NXT every week I give them an A+.
Side storylines, you know, where the way it's not like you know, just we got to have a belt, that's our personal issue. No. Let's have some you know, craziness, you know.
Xia Li and Caden Carter and Casey Canzero and that,
yes,
and
that's
they got
example.
yeah, I agree. I mean, NXT every week, you know.
Yeah. That one is actually I didn't mention, but that one's probably the rule to the exception. But other than that, man, it's just like, oh well, you know, look at the pay-per-view this weekend. It's just going to be, you know, championship. That's
a good point, dude. That's a really good point, man.
So
and
I think that's the next step to the evolution of women's wrestling. Honestly, is
Sure, I
let's
agree with
have
that.
some storylines. You know,
absolutely, man. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, I think they have such cool other tag teams out there. You know, obviously, Tamina and Natty are a good tag team. I'm a big fan of Lana and Naomi. I think they're a cool tag team, and I know Mary Aaron really likes the Riot Squad. They could do a lot with those tag teams and do some pretty cool stories. So, you know, hopefully that's the way it's going to go. But, and I may be of the negative opinion here on that, but I don't think you're going to see any major change until Vince steps down. You know what I mean? Until
damn pal.
Yeah, exactly. Until like Vince steps down and Triple H or whoever takes over, you know, because look what Triple H is doing with NXT, right? So I think we're going to see more of the same until that happens. So
yeah, I talked about this on the Turnbuckle Tavern a couple weeks ago. I think, you know, he's just got his hand in too many places.
Mhm.
He's not. I don't think it's necessarily he's out of touch, like people say. He's just too busy.
Yeah, it's
he's
hard
running a company, a Fortune 500 company. That's not an easy task. And at the same time,
that's true.
He's trying to run a television program, two of them, major programs. You know, I think he's just too busy. You know, I think you need like a Triple H to come in, just handle the TV shows and let him do whatever he's got to do on the side. You know, or get an actual CEO or something. You know, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Or I'll book the women. Okay, I'll book the women.
Yeah.
I'll give the men a minute and a half at Blood and Effing Guts too. You get it? I'm gonna flip the script. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Book a man.
Yeah. Give Aaron Marion the pencil. Give him the damn pencil.
Yeah, that'd be.
Give her the damn pencil.
You'd see Io Shirai as like holding every championship.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is my favorite women's figure, my favorite wrestler, my favorite everything is Io Shirai, man. Freaking
all the time.
Io all the time. I have a lot of favorites. It's hard to pick a favorite, but Io is top dog, I think. I even got this little autograph thing WrestleMania week, and you can't even see it, but it's hold on, it's in the corner, but it's like a metallic limited edition thing.
Oh, cool.
But when I got it, my daughter was like, I could look at this all day. She was transfixed by it. I was like, that a girl? Because usually I noticed a pattern with my daughter. It's a little concerning. So when I was filming the Mellow review, you know, I got 3, one to keep MOC, one to give to her, one to keep for the review. And she opened hers before I even got to open mine. I was like, wow, well, she's happy. So she was playing with the wrestlers. And I looked over and I'm like, hey, Adley, is there a reason why you have like 15 blonde haired wrestlers? Where's the diversity here, dude? Like, you got the diversity in your box. Why are they all? And my daughter has red hair. And I'm like, huh, we need to do something about that. But yeah, man.
Yeah. But going over to AEW, they actually do a good job at Dark, featuring the women over there. So
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't really watched much.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I get in there. I look at it a little bit every once in a while, but they do a good job. But again, it's Dark. I hate to say that.
Yeah, so it really doesn't mean much. Even if they put women on the whole show, it's like
Right.
meaningless almost. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But double or Nothing will be exciting. Britt Baker versus
Sheeta, right?
Sheeta. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think Sheeta's great, and I've been checking Rings like a Psycho for her figure to be posted for the last 2 months
Yeah.
since and it hasn't been. But Britt Baker needs to win that title, dude. She needs to win that. She needs to win the title. She needs to do it to
It's
make it
hers.
relevant, man.
It's hers to lose.
It's hers. It's hers to lose, bro. But I'm really excited for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Honestly,
It's good. And Britt, man, just that Britt Baker's just I think they luckily start doing a PW 500, PWI 500, top 500 or whatever, or maybe it's top 250, whatever. I don't know what it is, their number is, but if I'm PWI, I'm giving it to Britt Baker as the best women's wrestler right now.
And dude, she's one of those superstars. Like I told the Treasure, I say it on my podcast all the time. Like the superstars, the women's wrestlers that I really gravitate to, that I really enjoy and become huge fans of, are ones that have progressed or ones that have improved. Like Liv Morgan is someone that I admire and love, and I watched her, years ago, and she's really improved. Well, Britt Baker, I remember watching her at, God dang, was it All In, the very first, not even AEW brand?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I watched her in some tag matches, like tagging the wrong corner. And I've watched some really sloppy stuff of hers in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've watched her in AEW, she's really grown. And I mean, that Thunder Rosa match with her was unbelievable. Everything about it, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I can't even like she is great. And I mean that. But and I'm not going to judge anybody, but she's improved so much that if she got number one, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
And she's right here. Do you see her right?
Yeah, there he is. Yep, I see it.
Autographed.
She's unbelievable.
Whoa.
What the heck?
Whoa,
Was there lightning or something?
I think I bumped the power. Oh God. Hold on.
Oh no.
We're good,
man,
we're
everything's
good.
getting dark.
This is like Beware of Dog in your house. Beware of Dog right here.
We're about to see masked
on.
men breaking into his house, and Mary Aaron gets taken away, wrapped
What
up.
the F did I do?
Well,
no.
folks.
There we go.
Hey!
Oh my God, folks.
He's
we're
back.
See,
All right.
so when I have tons of wires everywhere, I tend to plug them, unplug them sometimes. But also when I take pictures of Karrion Kross and Scarlett Fig Photography, I set off my fire alarm with the smoke machine, and that was big no. So yeah, that's what I
So
do.
you're blaming this on Scarlett. Okay.
Yes,
Good
and
luck.
Scarlett. She's right here.
Stop.
It's her fault. She's right here somewhere.
Well, so John, I really appreciate you jumping on,
Yes.
man. This was awesome. I'm glad
Thank you so
you
much.
stopped in. Everybody needs to check out John's podcast, Coming Down the Aisle. It's awesome, as I know a lot of people here listen to it. It really is. It's a great podcast, and
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
we do definitely appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, J-Bone, we love you, man. And
Yeah,
we
man.
want you on Lumberjillcast, and I'd
Yep.
love to do some stuff with you in the future. You're just a
Absolutely.
very important, special person to us.
Thank
So
you,
we
man.
love you,
That
brother,
means a
and
lot.
thanks for stopping
I
by,
love you
man.
guys. Thank you. Congratulations on 1 year. It's a hell of a mark, because people don't understand. It's hard to kind of do these YouTube channels and to be consistent the way you are and everything like that. So congratulations. It's a great achievement.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
So thank you guys.
All right, have
All
a
right.
good one, brother.
All right,
Take
man.
it
You
easy,
too.
man.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.
He's awesome,
right.
y'all. He's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
We got to get him on the podcast.
J-Bone is great. Somebody commented, it feels like they're watching a podcast. Yeah, we're sorry, guys. This kind of, we want to just bring in some guests and have some talks and be able to answer your
yeah.
guys' questions. So please
But
ask
you know
questions.
what? Here's what we're going to do, Treasure. I'm going to cut you off because we are going to do the Sasha Banks giveaway right now.
Sounds good.
Okay?
I'll go ahead and
We
send
are
out the
going-
invite to our next guest too while you're doing that.
Yes, we are going to do the Sasha Banks giveaway. So I have to say this, okay? And this is nothing personal, but you have... do you have to be in the U.S.?
I mean, I think that's up to you, man.
Okay, so Shipping is crazy right now. I've had so many issues with my post office. I literally broke a key in my mailbox today, which has nothing to do with the post office. But
Why don't
either
you
way,
tell them how you broke the key?
so I had a gift sent to me that I was really excited to show y'all by Wayne Ballard, and he has a really awesome YouTube channel. And I was going to unbox what he sent me, and it was a Raw Women's mini replica he sent for Adley and I, like an awesome, awesome person. And I was so excited to get it for tonight to show y'all. And my key got stuck in the mailbox, and I thought, you know, I've been kicking a lot of stuff. I've been slapping my leg when I kick to make it seem more effective. So I kicked the key to try to put it in all the way, but it actually snapped in half. So I have a key stuck in the hole, and then I have like a little shank on my chain. But either way, yes, we are going to make it USA only because it costs a lot to ship right now.
Mm-hmm.
I still have issues. Like the only exception is if Flat Clan's in here and he wins, then I will ship Tegan with this. So he's entered. He's entered because I still needed to ship that because I've had it returned to me like twice. But anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little trivia here. I'm going to ask a question, and the first person, and don't answer this question if you don't want the figure, because I don't want to do the thing where you give it to somebody. Flat Clan, you're in on this, okay? Because if you win this, then I'll send it with the Tegan, and I will find a way, okay? I promise you. So here's the deal. What y'all have to do is answer this question, be the first person to answer this question. Now, the treasurer is going to be following the comments, right, Trez? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
The first person to answer it correctly. Now, I'm going to text the treasurer what the answer is so that he knows what to look for. I didn't think this through.
Here, I'll put myself on here.
Actually, okay. You'll know the answer to this. All right, so this is my first question, and I'm going to set a timer for 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Because this will show any OGs in here. Any OGs, original homies that have been in this channel since whatever. So here we go. There's a video that was posted early in the channel. Okay. It was a non-wrestling woman figure. And it did so bad that I hid it like that day. I made it I like deleted it off my channel. And it was actually a fun review for me, but it did really bad. And it wasn't really in scale with what I usually do. So my question is, what non-wrestling woman's figure did I review on the channel? It's not there now, so don't go looking. This will be out to those that have been around that are OGs. Gare Bear says Brandy Rhodes. Nope. This is a non-women's wrestling figure. And it was... you probably heard the treasurer and I make jokes about it here and there on the podcast.
Immediately pulled.
It was immediately pulled. So I'm going to set a 3-minute timer here. Okay. And I'll give y'all 3 minutes to come up with the answer. And if you don't, then I have another question.
If anybody gets it, I'll put it up on the screen.
Cody Rhodes. Nope. And no, it's a female. It's a female figure, but it is not wrestling related.
Yeah. Can I phone her? We don't care how you get the answer there, Silver Raid. If you want to phone somebody, go ahead.
Yeah, we
Unless
don't know
you're
how
phoning
you're
one
doing
of
it.
us.
But literally, I mean, this we'll probably have to go to another question. We'll give this 2.5 minutes left now. Amanda Nunez, no, that's a good answer. Star Wars figure, no. I got Jar Jar back in the day, but I didn't review it.
It was not a Star Wars figure, but you do have to be more specific. You can't just say whatever figure.
Yeah, you have to say what figure it is. No.
Nope. Katniss is in Katniss Everdeen from Hunger Games. I didn't even know there was a figure out for Katniss Everdeen.
Oh, there's a figure for everything, bro. No, so I'm going to keep going here. Flat Clan had a good guess, but yeah, like I said, it maybe had like 25 views if I'm being generous.
Do you want, let me know when the timer's up, because I'll type in the comments what the answer is and we'll put it up on the screen.
I don't think anyone's going to get it.
How much more time's left?
A minute.
Okay, we'll give
A
him
minute
a
and a
minute.
half. All
Give him
right,
a
we got a
minute.
minute and a half. It is not a Jax figure. It is not Wasp Marvel. It is not Katniss. It is not Scarlet Witch. It is a non-wrestling women's figure, and it literally had like 25. So if anyone here saw the review or saw the video, then they've been with me since day one-ish, which was nothing wrong if you weren't. But yeah, it's an old one, y'all. Y'all probably
right.
blinked and missed it.
So I'm going to put up the answer here.
All right, so we're moving on to the next question, but the treasurer is going to put up the answer. Here's what it is. Wonder Woman, not Wonder Women. There wasn't multiple women.
Darn it. Oh, well. You get it.
Wonder Woman in the gold armor.
Oh,
I did a whole skit with Goldar. It was a lot of fun, but boy, oh boy, did it flippy, flop.
Oh, DeAndre did say it.
Oh, wow.
So we do have a winner. My bad, DeAndre. We didn't see that.
Wow, and he said it before.
He said it came up before. Very nice.
DeAndre.
Look at this guy. Or girl, gal, I guess.
All right, so DeAndre, here's what we're going to do. You are a proud winner.
Oh, hang on. We got to... DeAndre does win this, but I have to pull this up because this is hilarious. Jaren?
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
Wonder Woman. So you are an owner of this Sasha Banks mint on card. Is it all yours, DeAndre? So, yeah, DeAndre, we got you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we
man.
got you. You got it right at the last second. But what I'm going to ask you is it easy for you to contact me on Instagram or emails? Because I can give you the email to myself. What's the best way for you to give us, not in the comments, don't do it now. I don't want people sending you locks of hair and stuff. But DeAndre, what is the best way to send your address to me? I can give you my email, Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, send me a message. I want to get that taken care of before we move on.
Yep. And then I'm going to load up the next video, and then I'll invite our guest, our last guest.
Awesome. Yeah. Load up the next video, and I'll wait to hear from DeAndre because you won fair and square, homie. You live in the US, right?
Do you remember how long this video is? Oh, it's 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. They get shorter from here, bro.
No, that's fine. I may need to have a restroom break for a moment. So
you didn't bring a Powerade bottle?
I did not. Yeah, so I'm gonna jump and have a restroom break while this video is playing, so it will be just you. And yeah. So we'll go
awesome.
ahead.
I'm gonna type in so I put my email there, DeAndre. Lumberjillville@gmail.com. Send me an email with your address, everything you need, and I'll ship that out. Congratulations. That was impressive. So this is one of the Jilloween videos. I don't know if y'all know this, but I freaking love Halloween. If y'all know me, you know that. I love these videos. I put a lot of time, a lot of effort into these videos. And this is all the way back in October.
Hey, y'all, welcome to Lumberjillville's Jilloween.
So this is my setup. Next year, I'll do it a little different. I'll make it easier to see me and still make a shadow. So I had lights. You should see my daughter's room. We transfixed it. Parks Wolf, what's up?
But I'm really excited for this one.
Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, so basically
Hey there,
with
Aaron. I've been working in the lab. And I
with
want you
this
to drink this
video,
potion I
you know,
made.
I watched a lot of horror movies this past year. Every October, from October 1st to the 31st, I watch scary movies, horror movies, monster movies, whatever they may be. It's one of my favorite months of the year for that reason. And I watched a lot of Universal monster movies, like 1930s. So a lot of my intros were based off of American Werewolf in London, The Invisible Man, Dracula, and this is an Invisible Man one. So I chose this one because this was so much fun for me to do. Here, I literally just did a crossfade image, you know, to make my hand disappear.
What is this stuff? What did you do?
Hey, Alex.
Yes, it's working. It's working.
She got IRS's glasses on.
Why'd you put into this? I can't see myself. What's going
So,
on? I'm invisible.
To make
Beautiful body.
make myself look like that,
Well, just
I
call
literally
Dr.
had a
Comer or
plastic
Alexa.
skeleton
Let's start the countdown
that I
off by listing
wrapped.
some honorable
I wrapped
mentions.
like sweatshirts around with tape and everything, and then got fishing wire and hooked fishing wire through the sleeves to move the arms. But I put literally plastic bones to kind of simulate a structure.
Girl, you think you're gonna stop me from doing this countdown? You were wrong.
And this is, yeah, throwback to the Invisible Man. Put on the sunglasses. I had an ace wrap on my face. And then it's over. So yeah, so that was a pretty fun one. I love the Jilloween. I can't wait till next year. I had a big production planned. I have a script made still, a zombie movie. I have about 10 zombie figures. And I have a zombie movie planned at Total Matella style for next October. I can't wait. But yeah, so Treasure missed it all.
I'm actually really upset. This is probably one of my favorite ones that you did. Was this the one where you become invisible?
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell the treasurer the part that, and I wish you were here to pause it because I was trying to talk. But the one part where my arms are going, ah! So what I did is I actually had like a plastic skeleton I got from like the Halloween store, and I wrapped like a humerus, an ulna and radius with like a sweatshirt and used my compression tape to make it look like an arm, but I used actual bones and joints. And then I got like a pair of pants and just stuffed those. And then I got fishing wire and I taped it like on the ends of the sleeves. And then I was on a ladder pulling the strings like Justin Timberlake and NSYNC.
I think what gets me the most on that video is you just going, oh!
But it's funny because I bet you if I was better at technology and stuff, I could have just literally erased my head. If I had a green screen or something, it would have been easier. But I had a whole I did it old school,
like
prop style, bro. Animatronic style, man. Fishing wire and everything. And funny thing is, I couldn't find my Shotzi shirt for the longest time, and it was still on that exoskeleton for the longest time. And it freaked me out when I found it. I was like, oh.
Yeah. All right. So our next guest is here. Mary Aaron, why don't you go ahead and announce our next guest here, and we'll chat with him.
Our next guest, we call him Craig. He is the man. He's been on a recent episode of the podcast, Lumberjillcast. Make sure y'all check it out. And he is an admin. Oh, I just broke my pen. He's an admin in the EWO Facebook group. Make sure you check it out and jump in there. Listen, y'all, there's a lot of collecting groups on Facebook. A lot of, let's be honest, pretty toxic ones, but this one is amazing, and it's simply because of him. He does a great job of cheering up everyone, making everyone's day, being an awesome dude, posting some really cool things, and he's been a big contributor to this channel as far as support goes since the beginning. I think he was getting the channel shouted out on the EWO when we had like 100 subscribers. So he's a big part of where we're at, and there he is.
Welcome in, Craig.
Thank you for the kind words. I had your address. I sent you a check. People still write checks.
Hey, don't send it to my mailbox. Did you hear my mail story?
No, I didn't.
So someone sent me, Wayne Ballard sent me a women's replica title belt, like as a gift, like out of kindness of his heart for Adley and I. And I went to my mailbox to get it, and I was all excited. And my mailbox key, it's janky, right? So I was like all hurt. I'm like, oh, it's here. Oh. And I'm sticking, it's stuck. And I was like, I bet you if I did a kick right now, it would put it all the way in, and I kicked and it broke. So my mailbox is out of order for now. So
yeah, you're probably going to get sent to jail for like kicking federal property or something.
Yeah, I don't know. My key's hanging out in there though, but I sent a real snobby email to the neighborhood lady because she's kind of mean. And I was like, yeah, hey, my keys broke off. I was wiggling and it broke. And I said, well, I didn't tell her I kicked it, but I said, well, they probably have a camera. But I said, but by the way, next time I get a mail key, can I have one that works, please?
Right.
You know what I mean?
See, if you'd had one that worked, you wouldn't have had to kick it.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
Full Karen, man.
And the fact that you kicked it, that's on a need-to-know basis. She doesn't need to know.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be recorded on a live stream that's going to be on the internet.
Listen, ever since I went to my mailbox and saw a printed out image from a security camera of someone that was like breaking into cars, and I live like in a predominantly old neighborhood, and the person kind of looked like what I would look like if I wore like a hat, and I'm like, it looks like I'm not getting my mail for the next 2 weeks until they take this down. Someone's gonna nab me and think I'm like DeAndre.
I've considered moving to a retirement community. I'm getting to be that age, so
Dude, it's the best out where I am.
Right?
Man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So Craig, tell us a little bit about EWO for those that are on the live stream that don't necessarily know anything about it.
Sure, guys. We try to do things a little differently. You can honestly, and it's not slighting anyone else. A lot of the groups that just run together for me, I can't remember what I saw where and whatnot. So what we do is we try to keep it cool. Most everybody's good to one another. If people get out of line occasionally, and most are cool, like my bad. And we've recently started it's a page called UWM Madness where we have events, have raffles for anyone who wants a chance. We've got one up right now for the the Chase Darby Allen and the Chase Cody from 3 and 4 respectively.
God, Treasure, you got to get in on that, homie.
Whew, I should.
$4. It only takes one to win. I
Absolutely.
have an MJF Chase, so I mentioned it on the podcast. It was, all it takes is one spot, and
if a Chase Riho goes up, let me know, man.
yeah, dude.
I tell you, man.
They're popping up a little bit.
They are, yeah.
I definitely keep seeing the regular. Sadly, it's warming pegs, and
I know, but I'm telling you what, dude. I am glad. Not to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
But dude, I am so glad that the Riho Chase, because honestly, man, like maybe I'm too optimistic and I try to be too positive, but when you have it in hand, it's actually a better figure than it looks in pictures. But I'm glad that it has a different scan on the Chase, because all those mother frickers out there complaining about it, making fun of it, would be the first in line to buy the Chase and to scalp it. And that made me so mad. So I'm glad. I am so glad that it's a different scan, because I'm one of the only people out there. It's like, it's not that bad in person, y'all. And I even had a side-by-side comparison shot, but man, all them people that are like, oh, they'd be like, hey, I got this for $300. You guys want it? Like, get out of here.
Of course.
Butt munch.
Yeah, I've heard that that actual figure's better. The Chase, I haven't gotten a good look at it yet, though. And that's what I hear. And if you're saying it, it's you're the authority on the women's figure. So authority. You will respect my authority.
Respect my
Or
authority.
that kind of power.
Yeah, but I think the yelling scan, like I even did a side-by-side comparison and stuff. It's just not a toyetic pose. And no offense to her, I don't mean this in a mean way, but she's not a very toyetic look. She doesn't have a very toyetic look. I don't know. I don't want to sound like a butthole. You know what I mean? I don't know. She doesn't.
I get it.
She comes across an action figure form like a Stephanie McMahon. There's some awesome Stephanie McMahons, but if you look at them, they just look weird because she's just very, I don't know.
Yeah. If we're going
Riho's beautiful. Riho's beautiful. I don't mean any harm to that.
We have talked about my boo, Britt Baker, but we need a in my dreams. We've talked about that, and we also need a Chris Statlander. That would be a great one,
bro.
Very toyetic.
Absolutely, I agree. I'd get a few of those, but I have to tell you, Craig, did you see? I've been bragging. Did you see that Carmel? Did you see? Oh, okay, I kind of spoiled it. Did you see who commented on my post on Instagram?
No.
Carmella herself. I posted a picture of the Carmella figure and said, Lumberjillville review coming today. I got my Mella. She's here. And she wrote, woohoo, with a heart, with not a heart, I wish, with like a fire. That's cool, man. I've gotten comments here and there, but usually like Karrion Kross made like a fire. But she took the time and typed woo, capital H, ooh.
She typed a total of 3 letters.
What's up?
But I was floored by that, man. But yeah.
She's doing the moonwalking and
moonwalking and trash talking. But yeah, Britt Baker figure, man. I've been checking ringside for Sheeta ever since they talked about it. I've been waiting. I've been checking ringside every day.
Right next to me. I told you it's in a good spot.
Oh, there she is.
Bad glare,
man.
Bad glare.
Man,
so Craig, I don't. Were you watching earlier when Mary Aaron was pulling the cards?
Dude, I've been running around like a crazy person.
We need to talk about this then.
Yeah,
Chris.
go ahead.
We have a lot to talk about.
For
Yes.
those that weren't on the stream earlier when you were pulling the cards, why don't you go over what you pulled out? Show everybody.
So, not pulling anything out, Treasure. You forgot. So I have to tell you, Craig. So I got these in October. I pre-ordered them, and they were $60 a box. Hobby boxes, guaranteed autograph, guaranteed relic. Right now they're like $120 each at least on that same website. But anyway, so what I pulled is. All right, I pulled out of 99. I love numbered cards because that's all I get. I never pull autos, never pull relics. I got a Sasha shirt relic once, which is awesome, but I like numbered. This is out of 99 Sasha. Pretty cool, right?
Hey, Silver has a good point. I want you to read this real quick.
What? Listen, Silver, I was trying to get some brownie points, dude. I know I was wondering when someone would point that out. I seriously was. I was wondering. But to be honest with you, if Adley had to choose any one of her, it'd probably be Carmella between her music, and she has blonde hair, so Adley loves her. But hey, I had to try, guys. Can't help me for trying.
No shame.
So
no shame.
I pulled an Iconics card, bro, out of 50. So that's cool. But here's where it gets awesome. Right? You ready for this?
It's not awesome yet. Wow.
No. I mean, Mercedes Martinez, whatever, out of 75. She's cool, But watch this. So I got a Relic Tony Storm out of 5. Do you know anything about cards? I love collecting them, but I don't know a whole lot. Does that make sense? I get intimidated by a lot of the groups that I'm in. I get really intimidated. I love to collect them. I spent all New Year's Eve just going through my women's cards and reading them and stuff. I love cards. They make me happy. I just don't know much about them. So, but yeah, this Tony Storm Relic is out of 5, dude.
Well, we know that's good.
We know that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to assume that.
And then, do you see this?
I do.
We got a Ripley autograph out of 150.
You got, but what I think is cool about that one is you literally have number 100 out of 150. Like, it's just a cool number to have.
Well, Ripley is 100 out of 199, and that is cool.
Yeah, there you go.
And then this is my favorite card I think I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Yeah, I like the star above the eye. I like how she signs. I would drop some money to meet her. Like, Access was tempting in 2019 just for Liv.
Well, dude, I'm at the point now, I dove into this channel and stuff like we've talked about a little too late for stuff, but things are starting to happen again. And brother, once I find out, like I was disappointed because WrestleMania weekend, it was like $200 or something. But you could pay like reserve spots and meet and greet like Bailey and Sasha and like some of those really high profile. And if I would have been really tempted. I'm kind of glad I missed. It's one of those things like, oh man, it's all sold out. But I'm kind of glad because I would have spent the money and it would have been awesome. You know what I mean? But in person, dude, count me in, daddy.
Here, I got another comment for you guys.
He went NXT UK Piper. Hey, I got a Piper card somewhere today.
I got to start watching UK.
I need to too, dude. I know Kaylee Ray is like a freaking stud. I've seen some of her matches, and I know Toni Storm used to dominate over there, and she's a freaking beast. Like, dude, I don't know what I like more, the Liv Morgan or this Relic. Out of 5, that's cool, man.
Here's a comment from Cherry a little bit earlier. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
When are we getting the 2-packs? When do I want Jay and Tay, Britt and Rosa? Oh, with AEW, who freaking knows? But we'll get a leaked picture of it a couple months before it actually comes out. So we got time till those come out. We haven't seen any leaks, which means it's not coming out for a little while.
Sure.
That's what I think.
To answer your question about the cards, I could probably get you in touch with my buddy Jeff. I'm actually going to see him tomorrow, and I know he knows a little more than I do.
Dude,
I grew up on football cards, so I know a little bit about those. Or did, past tense.
Boy, cards are going crazy now. I mean, I know that you can't even, like, my buddy started collecting football cards, and he was looking into the whole grading process, which, Mayor Aaron, you should have done it when we were talking about it a long time ago.
I know. I have Craig, I got John Cena's rookie card and Randy Orton's rookie card I found.
And they're almost, I would say they're probably at least a grade 9, maybe an 8. But
that Orton's up there. The Cena, the Cena and Brock Lesnar.
But anyways, like he was saying that the lead time is at least 6 months, and they're not even accepting new cards anymore.
They're not accepting.
Everybody is putting them in. So,
but I had a theory about that though, because at the time the John Cena and stuff, the ones that were going for like $1,000 literally, were ones that were already graded, right? So people
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
me saw that and they sent them in.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, you're right. I mean, it's just like anything.
I
supply and
drug
demand.
my feet, you know what I mean? But they told me straight up it would have been 6 months, which actually probably would have been longer. So I'd still be waiting. I threw it out there to someone in the EWO actually.
Mm-hmm.
Posted that Reho, Craig, and I was like, oh, I need that, but I don't have the money. I sent him a message and I was like, brother, hear me out. I'm just going to throw this out there. I got John Cena's rookie card, Randy Orton's, and Brock. They're in great shape. I didn't get them graded because that whole process. They're each worth quite a bit of money, but if you send them to get graded, you would make your money plus some than you would off this Reho, and I didn't get a response. I felt shade. I was like, I wasn't trying to shade him, dude.
If it was a new person, maybe didn't see it. Who knows?
Mayor Aaron, Sheeta is coming out. I don't know when because they posted the stupid ass prototype pictures, not painted. You know, they've been doing that. They posted those a long time ago. So I thought she'd be up by now. I checked Ringside multiple times because sadly with AEW figures, as soon as it's posted, it's already on pre-order 2 and 3, and I don't want to wait. I want to get Sheeta right now.
So, Domino's, did you get any good cards?
Yeah, Domino's, did you get some of the women's division cards? Because, man, I tell you, Craig, I've bought in so many packs of cards throughout I have probably 10 unboxing card videos just from the Topps Finest packs that were like $20 at Walmart and stuff. And I've pulled very few women's cards. Here, I spent like $120 total, and I got some bangers. I will never go back to getting the ones at Walmart again. You know, like I will spend, I think I saw eBay has them for $80. I'd be tempted to get another box because, yeah, dude, I got some bangers, man. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
That's Tony Storm. That's fire.
Hey, so it's almost 10:30 here Eastern time. I'm gonna pull up a number 2 video if you don't mind. There, Mary.
You pooping?
No,
number 2 video.
You and your poop. Poop thing. So Craig, what this is Mary Aaron picked his top 5 intros to some of his reviews, and we're kind of going through. So we're on number 2. We'll watch
number 2 and 1. I have the most to talk about. So let's.
Yeah. So Mary Aaron will talk a little bit about it as we do it, and we'll go into that. You should be up soon.
All right. So Liv Morgan Basic 110. This intro. I'll talk more about it after. It's a quick intro, real quick. But obviously, like I said, I tried to make the intros kind of related to that wrestler somehow, out there as they can be.
Women's wrestling lives.
This is a quick one, so I'm going to talk about it after this because this figure changed my channel.
Nasties for life.
Nasties for life, brother, right? Me and you, man. I was hoping to get a Lacey autograph. That's what I kept saying. I wasn't complaining, but I was like, man.
Liv Morgan.
Why is your tongue blue?
She got the 2-pack Tupac bandana on. Now to get this blue tongue, a little inside secret, I had some Adley's blue Kool-Aid in there, and in between takes, I kept having to take it and rub it on my tongue, dude. I probably had a sugar high off of that. But anyway, so with this review, the reason I put this on there is because this was kind of around the time when 2 groundbreaking decisions were made for my channel. This was the first figure that I ever paid for overnight shipping on. And I didn't think much of it. I paid overnight shipping when I saw the pre-order. When it came, I posted a picture. It blew up. I posted the review. And at the time, it blew up. You know, it was my most popular review by far. And it was my first video to 1,000 in my channel. And I was like, maybe I'm onto something here pre-ordering the women's figures. Maybe people want to see these figures before they order them, you know? So that kind of started that. But also, this was, I think it was the first video that I dedicated the beginning to be the intro, kind of the comedy skit. And then from there on out, that's what I do. I don't pepper them in throughout like I used to. I usually have the beginning, a little comedy bit, whatever, and then I do the review. So 2 things with this basic 110 Liv Morgan kind of changed the channel, especially the overnight shipping thing. Like this brought a lot of eyes to my channel, a lot of subscribers. And I'll never forget how at the time, you know, it was doing so well. And I was just blown away. And I'm like, this is what I have to do. And obviously Liv is a beloved wrestler, and that figure pops so much that, you know, that's going to help people click on it and stuff. But either way, that it was a special.
I've got 4 basics on the wall, and that lives in one of them.
Bro. Yeah.
It's a sweet one. I think if I ever found it out in the wild, that'd probably be the first women's wrestling figure I actually bought for my collection. So
You're gonna get one eventually. I know.
I mean,
you
I
will.
have a woman's wrestling figure, but it came with that Milkomania set. I have a Stephanie McMahon, which that would.
But
be
I'm talking. That doesn't count to me. You need to get a single carded solo released women's wrestler. And I'm not talking about those unreleased Nitro Girls dolls. You're not getting those. You're getting a wrestling. Okay.
We have a question from Phoenix Carter. It's kind of a heavy one that I want you guys to go ahead and answer. At least I think it is. You guys can go ahead.
If you could change anything in each woman's roster, what would you change and why? On every, I mean, that's a long-winded question.
Well,
really.
why don't you just say what's one quick thing you would change? What's the
one
change?
How about one thing on WWE, NXT, AEW? How about that? One thing on each, because Craig and I could talk all night about that, but it is getting later. So,
yeah. Do
you want to start, or you want me to start, Craig?
Go for it, bud.
So I'm just going to throw this in the top of my head. Okay, so NXT. I was really prepared for this. Okay, so I'm going to say this. For Raw, I guess something changed tonight. No spoilers, but seeing Nia and Shayna every week on Raw and SmackDown, this kind of goes to both. But I'm just going to put it on the Raw brand because they need to get off of both shows. You know, like I get if they're trying to make them a tag team, but I'm sick of talking about them. And honestly, they need to make that Raw Women's title feel special. And what they need to do, I thought they were going to do that when Ripley won the title, but they have her babyface one week and then next week like a dastardly heel, and they don't know what the frick they're doing with her. So I guess the one thing I would wish and I would hope, like this sounds crazy and I'm going to get a lot of crap for this, but I hope, and I mean this, I hope Eva Marie is involved with that title somehow, some way, whatever it may be, because she is going to get a lot of reaction like she already has. And I'm a big fan of hers outside of the ring.
Polarizing.
Really, you know, she's really done a lot to fix herself, and she's gone through some things, battled some demons, and she takes care of herself. And you never know, she could have changed for the best. But I want her right into that picture. I want it to be something monumental. I want that Raw Women's title to be involved with her somehow. And maybe she got better at wrestling. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
She's a sweetheart. I met her a couple of years ago. I don't know what I expected, but she was just nicer than expected. Sweetheart.
Dude, that's awesome to hear. And I know, like, I was surprised because on her Instagram, she posted a little 8 months I've been sober and stuff. And frick, dude, she's on my sober shelf over here. Like, I respect her, man. She takes care of herself. She's sober. Like, I'm actually excited for this return. And nobody would think I'd say that, but I am. I think she could really prove something here. So.
People just like to complain. It's not going to hurt a thing. Just give it a shot.
Yeah, and that or they're just jealous because she is probably the most beautiful woman in the entire planet ever, right?
There's the old saying. There's old saying I don't always agree with. Everybody deserves a second chance. I don't always agree with that, but this time I do. It's very mild. I don't know what happened the first go. Why she was there and then why she wasn't, but.
Well, that's the thing. I know she had like a drug policy violation with Adderall or something. So she had issues, and that's why it was awesome seeing that she posted that. But so, Craig, are you supporting Eva Marie with your boy?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get some red gear. We're getting some red gear. I'm glad I have a supporter, dude.
Come give me crap. I get in my moods. You don't want any one of my moods. Like
you don't want those hands, people.
My tiny hands.
Here's a question
about
these
tiny hands.
One of your intros there, Marion.
Are you doing Q&A? That was hilarious with Macho Man. You're touching my woman. Oh, yeah. Funny thing about that. So that was one of those videos that when I got that Macho Man Ultimate, which I got it because, you know, growing up, the Macho Man was like my dude, right? He was like my guy. And that figure, that Ultimate figure represents him, like how I remember him, how I loved him. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. But anyway, I thought, oh my God, I'm going to review him with Miss Elizabeth, so it still goes with the theme of women's wrestling. But dude, this is going to blow up. This review is going to be monumental, and it's going to blow up because it's a Macho Man figure, and it did not.
It didn't.
So that's good to know.
Oh man, yeah.
He's here.
You gotta get the Macho Man review. Get Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up.
I may or may not have picked that comment just because of this.
Oh yeah, you knew what you were doing, man. But
little foreshadowing. Get the Macho Man to come on the podcast. Steve Lawrence, I'm talking to you. You don't like my impression. You say yours is better. Yeah. I don't know. Pretty good.
That's awesome. Here's another
Oh,
question for you, Mary. I'm
yeah.
sorry, and then I'll stop with the questions.
Should you get the Chelsea Green figure? Yeah, man. I mean, I think so. Obviously, like I get all the women's figures, you know what I mean? And there was actually one time with one figure that I actually thought to myself, I pondered, I went on a vision quest to determine if I was going to continue ordering basics with overnight shipping because I spent something like $70 on Nikki Cross's figures and I got them. And I mean, they're not horrible, but something about them, I was like, these suck. So I'm always wary with basics. However, I've been really impressed. And they put so little effort into them, I'll be honest with you. But if they do it right, do the paint application right, they can make them look cool. And Chelsea Green, because she wears tight-fitting attire. All they have to do is put the paint application decent, give the right body style, and nail the face, and it'll be a good figure. So
there's a variant. Don't forget the chase.
Yeah, and actually, the purple one's the regular. The black is the chase, and the black is on back order on Ringside Collectibles, and it's a little more. So if I were you, I'd go for the purple.
Speaking of chase, thank you, Ricky Coleman.
Oh yeah, Tony Storm. I haven't seen a Tony in stores, man. I haven't seen a Dakota either. Isn't that weird?
It took me a long time, brother. I've seen a lot of Dakotas, and I've only seen Tony in one place.
I had a conspiracy out there that I said, hey, hear me out, everybody. I don't think Dakota is hitting the stores. And I was proved wrong immediately by people. But I have not seen a Dakota at a single store out here, and I haven't seen the Tony. I've seen everyone else from 116 and 117. But that's a great figure. But yeah, like I said, the basics, dude, they can be killer. I have a feeling that the Chelsea Green face scan is kind of like the Riho. It's not going to be the easiest scan to get. I think she's a very unique look to her that the scan could come out looking horrendous. So I need
the Tony Storm Elite. Actually, I'd like the Tony Storm entrance great for the music if they were still doing that.
Yes.
I would be psyched for. I know I'm swinging for the fences, but an Ultimate Edition would be great.
Craig, have you seen my little fix-up of my Tony?
No.
This is like Instagram stuff. Dude, check it out, man. Hold on. Bro!
Like, pay attention to him.
Look at this, and don't look at the back of the jacket. I got the Becky Lynch jacket. I got one of Nikki Bella's hats with the spikes, and I got Nikki Cross's little round glasses, dude. I have her on display like this.
It's pretty smart.
And I have fun. I have a blast piecing together stuff. Like, did I order a Michael P.S. Hayes so I could get those tacky sunglasses, put them on my Elite 86 Mela? You bet your bottom dollar I did, homie. Will it look good? I don't know, but they look just like the same glasses, so I can't wait.
I love the improvising.
I have fun because I don't like to customize like paint and swap and stuff, but accessories, daddy, count me in.
Hey, and I got her today too. We're gonna do show and tell.
Oh,
very nice.
Did you see? Hey, did you guys?
She's so pretty.
Did you see? It's amazing. Did you see she was on ringside?
Yes, that's where I got her.
Oh, good.
I thought that was only going to be like an exclusive for
me
Target,
too.
though.
That's what we all thought, man. But they've been doing exclusives.
I'm not gonna use my exact wording. We're gonna paraphrase because it was profanity laced. But like she's gonna be difficult to get. so I'm gonna I want to pay it. Luckily, EW and Nick Gallianos was paying attention overnight. I woke up, clicked the link. There she was. I sent a message to the aforementioned Jeff. He got his today too. I think Dan O'Hill got his today. Dan O'Hill's an awesome collector.
God, I didn't get mine.
Didn't you? Dude, they had to bring yours over on the Mayflower, right? Didn't you like get it from me? You got it from England, right?
No, I got mine from I got mine from England. But I mean the one from Ringside, I did get one from Ringside because I wanted one to keep MOC and I ordered one in a collector, one of those cases.
Sure. You almost have to. I've spent a few $100s in cases probably because
that's a new thing I'm starting to do, bro. Yeah.
It's not worth arguing with them. It just
dude, that's awesome. You got it, man.
Yeah. She's no spoilers, but I did hear some news about her recently as well.
Me too.
Yeah. We don't want to spoil it for anybody. You just watch the TV.
Yeah, man.
See what happens? Yeah.
Hey,
Eva Marie's side plates.
There have been leaks of Eva Marie having side plates. I don't, dude, I'll be honest, man. I'm so far out of the dirt sheets and stuff because I don't know what to believe. I don't necessarily want to know sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
obviously, like the Zelina thing, I came across it a bunch on Instagram. It is what it is, but I like to be surprised. You know what I mean?
Same.
So, hey, I honestly, not a popular opinion, but I would love to see Eva Marie. I can't effing do something with that Raw Women's division. Something different, something unique. I don't care if she manages, I don't care if she wrestles. Do something with it. My God.
To answer your question earlier, the Macho Craig would like more consistency in the women's division. Yeah, just a little more
Yeah,
consistency.
100%.
Yeah. The only thing consistent is that you're going to get Nia and Shayna on every Raw and SmackDown every freaking week.
Maybe not anymore. Maybe
Maybe
anymore.
not anymore. Spoilers. I heard someone.
They're doing it. Aaron probably wouldn't agree, but like last year, it was almost like they were doing the same thing with Bailey and Sasha, but there's a difference. It's Bailey and Sasha.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
It was almost like Bailey and Sasha fatigue, but it's still Bailey and Sasha.
And,
yeah, absolutely.
And oh yeah, I loved it. And honestly, that's what I remember most about last quarantine and COVID. I remember, look at
Nice.
that, dude.
Look at that.
Daddy Ike.
It's good to be the women's champion. Yeah.
Man, that's
awesome.
Nice. But
the thing I don't like, it seems unnecessary, are these are these grooves in the top.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, on the leather.
Yeah. Like that's valuable real estate there. We don't we know it's WWE.
Yeah, we get it, dude. It's WWE, you know, like they have to do that. That's awesome, man. I want to get eventually. Oh, but Sasha and Bailey and Zelina for me kind of carried me through. Zelina, I remember at one point it was Monday Night Zelina, dude. She was on commentary. She was coming out twice a night. Monday Night Zelina. I remember hearing that once, and I didn't come up with that. Someone said it, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, but she rules. She rules.
Ms. Monday Night. She could be Ms. Monday Night, you know.
Yeah, but bring her back.
I like when she sasses the commentators. That's great.
Oh yeah. See, I know you're not a Bailey fan, but I love Bailey's rhetoric with Michael Cole in the commentators and her dialogue, dude. It kills me.
Did I tell you I have a Bailey shirt? I don't think I did.
Did you burn it though? Because I know you hate Bailey. That's the only thing.
I got it because.
What Bailey shirt do you have?
It's the one that says I'm a hugger. Yeah,
I have it too.
Yeah, those are.
It was one of those deals where I think I talked about this on the podcast. You get all these emails from WWE shop, and it's like, is this really a good deal? You're gonna send me the same thing in 2 days, or what's going on?
Yeah, dude, I know you're right though, but I heard this on it. Might have been the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. They said WWE shop, dude. They have so much merchandise. They make so much money. They don't even care if they lose money on stuff. Like if you tell them they forgot to ship something, they'll ship it to you for free. Like, and I never thought of it that way. Usually. But even the treasurer, a couple podcasts ago, maybe a couple months, he was like, dude, I'm torn. There's 40% off of t-shirts tonight. And I didn't want to break it to him. But dude, that's like an every other day thing, or they have like buy one, get one, or like crazy deals. I finally
caught on.
Me too, because I have tons of wrestling shirts that I got early on. You know, I've slowed down, but DeAndre, I did get your email. So you're set to go, man. You get the Sasha, dude. I might even send some of these women's cards, brother.
So since we only got about 15 minutes left in the stream, you know, Craig, we'll say goodbye to you, man. I really appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me, man. Always
we love you, Craig.
If you guys aren't a member of EWO, go ahead and join it. I'm very picky, and if you've listened to the podcast, you've heard me say this. I'm very picky about what groups I'm in Facebook. Well, I don't like it cluttering up my news feed if it's something I don't really care about. EWO has been about the only wrestling group that I've been in that's
I can confirm that. He's been in and out of groups.
All you have to do is just be human. Yes, I'm an admin, but I'm a person too. I'm a collector. We're all the same. I just do a little with this and that. It's fine, but it doesn't make me any better than you, and that's how we all feel.
Absolutely,
all 5 of us.
Yeah. So check out EWO Yeah, check out EWO on Facebook and join that wonderful family there.
Absolutely.
So thank
Craig,
you
we
again,
love you,
Craig.
buddy.
We
Thanks for
appreciate
stopping
it.
by.
One more
Yeah.
thing. Wanted to bring this up. I was going through my autographs earlier. This is a special one.
Ooh,
Oh, Ashley
Yeah.
Massaro.
that's a good one. Yeah.
We love you, Ashley.
We love you. God dang, man. I'm going to get that figure one day.
Oh, is that the Melina?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one was not available when I was hunting. I could not find it on eBay.
No.
But guys, thanks a million. I'm going to an autograph signing tomorrow. I'll holler at you. And,
Yeah, I
All right,
had
man.
all the district tournament stuff. I totally forgot until like Tuesday, and I was like, it won't get there in time. I don't want to rush it.
oh, it's fine, man. Wolf, maybe I'll see one there. You never know.
Yeah.
All right,
Peace out,
Craig.
guys.
Thank
Love
you
you.
again, man.
Yeah, man. Thank
Craig,
you.
we love you, buddy. See
Love
ya.
you too, buddy.
See ya.
See ya.
He's awesome. We've had some awesome guests.
Yeah, Craig's awesome. Yeah, so since we have 15 minutes left, let's go ahead and do the number one video for you. And we will yeah, so we'll get you all set up. What's
Yeah,
up?
we'll do this last. No, I'm just laughing because you said we'll.
Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked on something here.
It's okay. I'm going through my cards looking for numbers.
All right, so number one. Corey wants you to show that Sasha Banks card.
Oh, you want to see the Sasha one there, homie? Okay, here. I'll be honest. Like, I'm glad that I got these cool ones because the set itself, I'm not impressed with. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm impressed with the. Anyway, okay.
Yeah, I didn't really see the basic ones you were pulling.
They
were
were
kind of hit or miss for me.
Maybe it's because I just got done with Topps Finest and Topps Chrome.
Yeah.
Because
That's
those are
pretty cool.
so, but these other cards are not the best. But this, look at this purple one, and that's listed at a 99 actually. So that's a good limited one.
So before I play this video, what's everybody's guess is what Mayor Aaron's number one favorite intro review from the first year of creation is?
Yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? And know that I'll explain after because it's such a short intro that I'll just talk after. But I'll explain why it was so special to me.
All right, so I'll go ahead and pull it up. I want to hear everybody's thoughts or see everybody's thoughts in there, and we'll go from there. Ooh,
doing?
number one, Sasha Banks.
Well, hey, ever since that Lay Cool review, me and Little A here, we're trying to come up with some new gimmicks. Trying to get something that sticks. You know what I'm saying?
Silver Raid coming in
But I
with the
thought me and
guests.
you were tag team partners for life.
Ding dong!
Hello?
You ever heard of three-person tag teams like the New Day? That is exactly what we are.
Okay, that makes sense. But can you explain to me why you're wearing a wig and eyeliner?
Ding dong.
Hello.
Yeah, I can't really explain the wig and eyeliner. But hey, let's get this review done of Elite 83.
So yeah, so basically that was my favorite because my daughter is a big inspiration as to why I started this. And I love the women's wrestling figures. I don't do this just because she plays with them or she likes them. No, I love them. I think they're awesome, but it's kind of the bond that we share. And she thinks it's really cool what I'm doing. And I haven't wanted to exploit her. I don't want to put her on all my videos. If you notice, most of them, she's got her face covered up or wearing a mask or sunglasses. I don't know. I just don't want to put her out there like all the time. But for that one, as I was planning it, I was like, Adley, do you want to be in a video? And she's like, I'm nervous. I said, what if you wore sunglasses? And then we went to Party City together. And I said, this is who I'm trying to look like. And you're trying to look like Sasha. So we're looking at the wigs and all that stuff. And she was coming up with ideas. And she even had a little line, like she practiced her lines. It was just like the best experience. And also that figure arrived to me on Christmas Eve. And it was awesome because it was, a very monumental Christmas Eve for me. I'll just say that. And in the past, it's been very hard. Not the best decisions were made. And this year, it was like the channel has really done a lot to save me as a person. And I got a brand new figure that ended up being the top review on the channel still, but I got it on Christmas Eve. So it's a special figure overall. I love Sasha. I love the figure. It came at a good time. And Adley and I got to do something together, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, that was a cool review and cool intro. I really like that. But so we got about 9 minutes. We can go over a little bit if we need to, but 9 minutes or so. What questions do you guys have for our year one extravaganza stream?
Yeah, let's do some Q&A, peoples.
Hopefully everybody liked the guests with John and Craig. They were definitely great supporters of the channel. We wanted to make sure we had them involved in the celebration that we did. Silver Raid, you win a hearty pat on the back. I'm sorry, a hearty virtual pat on the back.
What'd he ask?
He said, "Do I win a prize for guessing the Sasha Banks?"
Oh, no. Hey, did y'all see? I know Treasure never gets on his Instagram, but did y'all see this? Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's very good.
Look at that, Treasure. She's doing her move. Cool.
Yes, I see that.
All right, so Gold Beast asks where I got the cards. Let me oh
Hold on,
Craig.
you've seen it, man. It's not that great.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he knows the secret, dude. He knows who Batman is.
He's part of
seen
the
your
inner
Bruce Wayne.
circle.
Oh, okay. So we got a couple things real quick. Next time, hey, Women's Fig Collector, Chick Foley. I love them. I love them to death. I will. I'll strive to get them on. Okay, and then we have someone asked something.
Gold Beast wants to know where you got the cards.
Oh, I got the cards off of Steel City Collectibles, and at the time, this was October, mind you, they were $60 hobby box. Now, hobby boxes will get you a guaranteed autograph, a guaranteed relic, and that makes it worth it, you know. But now, because the card demand has gone up, a hobby box is $120. So that's rough. I think eBay you might be able to find it cheaper, believe it or not. But
I know my buddy that collects the football cards. He'll typically go in with somebody that way you're not dropping 120 right away, and then it's just
yeah,
you pick one of the packs, and so
that's a lot of people do that. They're called card breaks, and they'll pick like whatever. But that's a good point. A lot of people do that. And then Cherry asked if we're going to see a knockout, and actually, Cherry, it's funny you say that because I have a Miss Tessmacher figure that's mint on card that is kind of hard to find, but I think I might do a review on it. I kind of want to do something different. I have the whole weekend to film it. So I actually thought about doing a review on that Miss Tessmacher, doing my first Impact women's figure review on that. Yeah. So that should be very soon. All right, so I think Alexa's storyline is awesome. I think it's cool, but I'll be honest with you, Stevia. You know I love Alexa Bliss, but it's getting a little old to me. Like, I know last time they had her on the swing on the ramp, they need to get her in the ring and do something. Like, at least with The Fiend, they had him wrestling and appearing and attacking the wrestlers. I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of seeing her on the swing every week saying kind of the same things. She's doing a great job. It's a cool little gimmick and character. But I think it kind of falls flat if she doesn't freaking wrestle. That's my whole thing. So I want to see her in the ring and wrestle with this gimmick because I like it. I like it a lot, and I'm excited. I can't wait for the figures, and I love Bliss. I absolutely adore Alexa Bliss. But yeah, it's kind of been the same thing for the last few months with her just on the swing and then talking about Lily, but like nothing's happened or came a part of it. You know what I mean? So it's been kind of like, is something going to happen? It's hard to be scared when she doesn't do anything but film promos. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's my thing.
Here's another question for you.
Probably Mercari.
Mm-hmm.
Mercari.
I think it's Mercari.
Or eBay. Right. eBay or Mercari, because Dana Brooke has had two basics and they're actually pretty cool. I think they're both cool in their own ways. The newer basic was one of my first women's figures I ever bought. Maybe my second or third. Mm-hmm. One of them that I was at the store and I got it for my daughter, but I just enjoyed it.
Yeah. Corey wants to know, is there going to be a Saturday Night Surge tomorrow? As of right now, I don't believe so. I know if there is one, I will not be involved because I have plans, but Mary Aaron, I don't believe, are you doing one? I guess I should ask
I don't think I won't be doing one tomorrow. I think I'm going to take the time, and I'm pretty busy at work and I'm exhausted, so I want to take my free time this weekend to film some reviews and brainstorm and work on some graphics and some editing. And yeah, I don't want to do it without my boy, the treasurer. You know what I mean? So that's just what it comes down to.
Here.
Yeah, I don't know. Because she hasn't done anything in the ring. I don't put this on her. It's the riders. I get that. Like, don't attack me.
I think if
But-
she's going to do anything, she's going to go after one of the champions, right? I mean, she's on Raw,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, she's
So
been
maybe
on
it's going to
Raw.
be a Charlotte Flair because we all think Charlotte Flair is going to win the championship
Yeah.
tomorrow, right? Or I'm sorry, Sunday. So, maybe it's going to be Charlotte Flair.
And by the way, Tresh, I did some digging, and Alexa Bliss has had some concussion issues in the past, but she's been cleared. You know what I mean? So
they're probably not rushing her. I mean, concussions are a
but
pretty serious thing.
even so, yeah, but even so, with this character and this gimmick, you know what they could have her do?
Hey,
Physically,
look at this.
What?
Man, it's almost like I knew it. I didn't see this comment before.
Oh, that's funny, Stevia.
That's awesome.
Hilarious. Yeah. And like I said, I don't mean anything negative about Bliss. I love her. I adore her. The character's awesome and cool. But quite frankly, yeah, it kind of loses its effectiveness when it's just her promos swinging on a swing, saying the same things, doing the same thing, and nothing action actually happening. Like she could at least attack backstage or attack someone in the ring or do a couple moves without risking her head. You know what I mean? But it's getting old. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate that.
Just throw that up there. We like this.
You know what, Corey?
Everybody should do this.
Everyone turn on that notification. That's something I've never asked because I never thought of asking. So Dingleberry Mayor here. I almost said treasure. Yeah, I think we should keep this up on the channel.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think it's cool. This is a lot of fun for us. Listen, Craig, I've watched that music video, but I can't watch it too much because, whoo, lordy! Lordy! That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So any last questions here? I don't want to keep the treasure up. We got busy weekends planned.
Yeah, a couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes. So whatever questions y'all got, what's y'all's favorite card that I pulled? Because I'm ecstatic right now.
As much as I like Liv Morgan, I think I like that Rhea Ripley better.
Really?
I think it's because it's a number 100 of something. Like you got that even perfect number. You know what I mean? I think that's what does it for me.
And I know you're like me, like, am I going to sell these cards? Frick, no, I'm not. And that's what makes it so fun. But I see what you're saying. Like the 100 looks cool. Like the lower numbered ones are the ones that people really want. Like
yeah,
this
of
14
course.
out of 50 Iconics might be something. This is a 3 out of 5. But I like what you're saying. Like the Liv Morgan 67.
Stevia, yes, I do have a favorite women's elite, even though I don't own one. It's really a toss up between that Elite 83 Sasha Banks and the newest, I can't remember the number, but the newest elite Liv Morgan. That's a sweet figure as well. So
85, yeah.
85, yeah. Yep.
That's a good one, man. I think right now there have been some pretty awesome elites, but I think right now that Liv Morgan is sitting pretty in the driver's seat for figure of the year in the Jillies.
Cherry's been asking this a lot. I haven't found a way to fit it in yet, so we'll go ahead and do this.
I don't think Raw and SmackDown should have that right now because they can't figure out how to manage the main titles, and that's just going to cluster it. You take a brand like NXT, and they added women's tag titles for a 2-hour weekly show, and guess what? They're doing it. They're able to make matches, to make stories, and it works. But I think if you add mid-card titles to Raw or SmackDown for the women, the main titles are going to become even more and more buried. You know what I mean? Like something needs to change. And then, yes, I agree. Down the road, I would like that. And that'd be great if down the road we get an all women show or something, or if they get an hour of the show or more time than they have been getting.
Simply Nick wants to know what my least favorite women's figure is. Probably Io Shirai. Woo!
So no, but for real, out of the figures you've seen in the stores, since you started collecting and stuff, what women's figure have you seen and you've had no desire to get?
What's funny? It's probably that basic Tegan Knox, even though I have it because you gave it to me for my daughter.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sir, Phoenix Carter, who's your least favorite women's wrestler? The Treasure and I say Nia Jax all day, every day. Next.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right. So it is 11:01. So we are going to conclude our 1-year extravaganza live stream. I really appreciate everybody coming out. Marion, I'll let you have the final words since you're the one that built this channel up from the ground with your bare hands.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? No, I just want to take a minute and I just want to thank everyone that's here, but everyone that's watching this, maybe later, maybe not live, but watching this, because I try to respond to like all my YouTube comments, to my Instagram comments, like literally every comment, every positive feedback I have gotten has meant the world to me. And the people that I've met, and honestly, it's been a mostly positive thing. There hasn't been a whole lot of trolls yet, but I just have really enjoyed the friends I've made, the people I've met. And I love this channel. I really put a lot of love and passion into it. And I think we are growing and we're making a move to get respect for these women's wrestling figures and to get them on the same level as the men's. And it's only possible because y'all have helped me grow. Y'all have helped me grow to almost 1,200 subscribers in a year. And it's just been a blast. The Treasure and I, looking back, I don't think we ever imagined we'd get to 1,000, at least not this quick. I remember it was like a joke when we first started, like, you only need 1,000 subscribers. And I'm like, oh, that's it. And we're both kind of like, that won't happen, but it's all possible because of y'all. So I appreciate y'all. And I want to thank the Treasure too for being in my corner and supporting me early on in this channel and telling me I could do it. You know what I mean? And he's been a big component to the success of this channel. So, and yeah, shout out to Stevia real quick, because he's literally one of the first people that reached out to me about the channel.
Yep.
And we've stayed in contact since. So I want to shout out Stevia. He can't make it to a lot of the streams because of the time, but I appreciate every one of you, but I just wanted to give a special shout out to Stevia because he's been nothing but positive and, a great person and a great support of the channel. So thank you to every one of y'all. I love y'all. The mayor loves you. The treasurer loves you.
Yep. Thank you again to Craig and John Swallows tonight.
Thanks to Craig and John Swallow. And yeah, make sure y'all jump in the Discord there. Cherry made a comment, and I appreciate you, Stevie. I appreciate every one of you. But yeah, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you tell your friends, tell your family. Let's get this growing because we've grown this far and we're going to keep growing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yep. Everyone, I just want to say have a wonderful night.
Have a good night, y'all.